Hey, what should I do, Stuttering John?
Yeah, because I have that thing now.
Oh, good. All right.
What's this?
Well, Stuttering John went out to interview Elle Macpherson yesterday.
Uh-oh. He's getting all the supermodels.
And it was another case of John yelling out questions and being 2 inches away from her, and she refused to answer.
Oh, no.
You know that first question you and I discussed?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but it's so
Yes.
funny. So John repeats it like 3 times.
Yeah. It's really good. You want to do that here, or you want to take a break, Fred?
I'll take a break real fast.
What is this, Stuttering John?
There was more paparazzi than Elizabeth Clinton was there.
Really?
Yeah, it was
well, she's gorgeous.
Did you didn't go to her little workship, did you?
No. I tell you something. We were having an argument the other day. I said I could live happily with Elle Macpherson. I don't care how stupid she is. Because his friend goes, well, she is supposedly the stupidest supermodel.
That's what I've heard. I
said,
met her,
who
but
cares? And what is it? Christy Brinkley is mad at Elle Macpherson?
Supposedly.
For?
Fred knows everything about supermodels.
Apparently, Elle Macpherson.
No one else knows this.
Elle Macpherson dated Billy Joel before Christy got to her.
Right.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Christy resents her.
Wow.
It's available now.
Fred knows everything about supermodels.
He spends the rest of his day tracking supermodels.
If Fred says it, it's a modeling fact.
Do you think that on Fred's wall there's like a big chart that's like a stock chart where he actually tracks the model?
No need to put that on the wall. There's a big chart in his head.
It's all up here.
A big giant chart.
I mean, and he has just really strong reactions. The one time I mentioned, I finally got to know the name of the Calvin Klein model, Kate Moss.
Yeah.
Howard went off.
Fred went off.
Oh, Fred went off, yeah. He was just nuts. He hates her.
And she's gone this year, isn't she? She's been demoted from the main line from Calvin Klein to the
beautiful,
subline.
though, Fred.
Why do you hate Kate Moss, Fred? I don't even know anything about this controversy. Why do you?
Waif.
She's a waif. I don't like that waif look.
And she shows her breast. Fred thought that was wrong.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you were screaming at me because I think that's why she gets work, because she's willing to do that.
I didn't hate her for that. That's why she gets work.
I said, how could Fred be angry at a breast?
Did you ever see her, Howard? Kate Moss?
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I know. He's angry.
She's a stick.
She's got a beautiful ass.
It's like a little boy, man.
I bet your ass is just as beautiful, Fred.
There you go. I'm jealous.
Maybe
Christy's in
that's
competition
why.
with me.
Fred, do you have a hairless ass like Kate Moss?
Actually, I think she's got more hair on her ass than I do.
All right, let's take a break. We'll hear Stuttering John with Elle Macpherson, supermodel. And then I'll tell you some other funny stuff, some real funny stuff. Stay tuned.
It's the Howard Stern Show.
There is Stuttering John's music. The music of Stuttering John. Is that the music in your head, dude?
Yeah, it's music.
There it was. No, it was only in your head, evidently. Couldn't transform it to other people's heads.
Couldn't put it in other people's.
You pretty much done with that album? You going to work on a second one?
Yeah, after Christmas, I'm working.
Is Atlantic going to...
I hope so.
So they're excited about a second album?
Yeah, I'm going in to do it. I'm going in to write the songs on the 18th.
Now, do you constantly have music running through your head?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's why you can't hear us.
Only it was the right music. Yeah, all the time. What's going through your head right now?
Oh, now it's, whenever Robin speaks, I just have a hating her. That
Why do you hate her?
Because she's goofing on me.
She's not goofy. She has you... Oh, silly. But everyone hates you now?
No, I don't hate her. But actually, no, I don't have a
That's the shtick of everybody.
Oh, everyone's got that shtick.
Yes.
I see.
No, I don't hate her, but...
I see.
I know she's goofing on me.
It's the on-air shtick, I see.
That's true.
Because off the air, I see you don't leave her side.
I know, but she don't give me any.
All right, so you went out to see Elle Macpherson, the supermodel.
Yeah. It was she was doing the learning annex like Gary did. She was doing one of those speeches, but we weren't allowed in to record that, so we had to get her outside, and it was like every station was there to get her arriving.
All right, now again, I don't have the benefit of seeing this until the E! Show airs it.
Yeah.
Because I guess we had the camera there.
Yes, we did.
Is this another instance where you stand right in front of her?
No, this actually I get up to like a one-on-one capacity.
Yes.
And I ask her the question. And then you'll see, and then it's just...
Maybe the first question was too strong.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So you're right next to her.
I'm right next to her.
Because all she is a model. I mean, aside from looking good, what does she really do? I mean, do you think she'd be anxious to answer some questions?
And she's giving a class.
Right.
She's trying to be an actress.
All right, let's take a listen. And when she's having a workshop.
Well, yeah, this was an opportunity for her to show her range.
Her workshop is between her legs. That's the workshop. Sign me up.
I don't know. Oh, I can just picture the learning annex be like 500 horny guys.
Was it?
I mean, I didn't see anything.
All right. How does she look? Good?
Yeah, she looks great.
She's a beautiful girl.
You didn't take...
Very stupid, right?
No, she didn't look.
Really?
She didn't look stupid. I mean,
How could he tell?
Compared to him.
Yeah, I mean, who are you asking? But he didn't take Basil with him this time.
No way.
too.
No way. Because he gets hypnotized by these girls' beauty.
Yeah.
All right. Let's listen in.
Hi, Al. Can I ask you a question with the next okay? Have men ever ejaculated the second they took the clothes off?
Thank you. What's going on here?
guy slapped me right in the face.
You're kidding.
The guy right next to her came and slapped me in the face and grabbed my mouth.
How could he do this?
So, and they didn't even know who I was. It wasn't even like it was, Then after
He smacked you. So you have it on film?
Yeah.
You could sue the guy.
I know. But
You can't do that.
No, it's just because he's guarding his idol, I guess. It's just
Dude, he's trying to prove. You know what it is? They read in the Inquirer how Roseanne marries the bodyguard. They think that Elle is going to fall in love, like they think they're Kevin Costner with Whitney Houston. Dopes. He smacks you in the face?
Yeah, he just he goes to grab my mouth, but it's
He's going to grab the words out of your mouth.
yeah, and,
You asked a perfectly legitimate question.
You're not making any threatening moves.
No, not at all.
He asked her.
That
if-
was a strong question to start
I
with.
thought.
You think it was a little too strong?
Very strong.
I thought it was a good question. I don't know.
He didn't even get established as a reporter before he started to sound strange.
It's one of those magic words.
Yeah, maybe we got to tone you down.
Well, it's the same thing with Raquel Welch. The first question when they drew it, I knew it was going to get the worst reaction possible.
I see.
I think with this.
Well, we have a tough decision. We never know what situation John's going to be in. So if he's only going to get one question off, you figure you ask the most interesting one. If you had known that she was going to stop and answer a few questions, we would have
built up a little.
Of course.
But
How can you?
I would have taken liberty to do that. But you know what? There was so much paparazzi, and she was trying to rush downstairs that I would only had time for one anyway.
You know what's interesting about this whole thing? How is it that you can say the word paparazzi? All right, thank you.
Take your clothes off.
Excuse me.
In the back. It's not going to work.
I slapped the back too, by the way.
You slapped her back or him?
I slapped that guy.
How difficult is it to hide your tampon string during swimsuit photo shot?
Now, where are you yelling
All right,
these?
now she has to walk down the stairs.
Yeah.
So all the paparazzi taking pictures. She's walking down the stairs, so I'm hanging over the stairs now.
Did she actually hear you?
Oh, what are you kidding me? She can hear. She's like 5 feet away.
Oh,
Did she look at you?
Oh yeah, she looks up and and she's like totally disgusted. Like if you see her face, she's repulsed by me.
Why does Christy Brinkley seem to resent you so much?
Why are you taking class? Why are you teaching?
She's teaching how to look pretty. What's the matter with you?
Oh, you're answering?
Whatever. And then a guy went in and just started asking. But she was gone after that. But Grillo told me because he was there. He said that her face was totally repulsed.
Really?
As soon as
That's how I feel about you.
as soon as I said ejaculate, she was just like.
That's it. Well, most girls feel that way about that word. Let me see the rest of the questions because they were very good, Robin. They really were.
That question was really too tough.
Think it was too tough a question? All right. If your name is L, why do you bother writing the other 3 letters?
That's good.
That's a good one. Would you ever get implants if you felt that it would get you even more work? Did you vote for Pataki or Cuomo? Does your gynecologist pay you to have the examination? Do you resent the fact that people find models to be self-centered, pampered, overpaid, empty-headed, big-breasted mannequins? How do you combat yeast infection? Ever videotape yourself making love? And there were more. But she didn't sit still for the in-depth. If she had hung in there, she would have heard some good questions.
Yeah.
The thing is, I never.
Stuttering John is a weird guy, though. I got to tell you. Listen to this. You see, a lot of people don't realize how our office runs. Stuttering John hates Gorillo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate Gorillo.
And Gorillo hates Stuttering John. Tell the truth.
No, I don't hate Gorillo.
You guys don't like each other.
We argue a lot.
You argue a lot because John feels he's been here the longest, and he really feels that Robin's already enjoying this. And I'm just establishing.
I love this.
It's only getting better. Watch. Just sit back and relax. John really feels that he is the guy in charge of all the interns. King of the geeks.
He's a lieutenant commander intern.
Hero of the stupid.
Yeah, but seriously, am I right?
That's what's put on me. That's
no. If you ask Gorilla to do something you can't believe,
if somebody screws up, I usually get yelled at. I usually get yelled at.
Right. So you feel that Gorilla should answer to you? True.
Well,
tell the truth.
Yes. I feel that if I say something that that makes sense, then I'm sure that you would want and Gary would want. Even today, I can give you an example. He should listen, but he doesn't.
Like, what happens when Gary's not here? Do you become the producer?
Yeah.
And does Gorilla listen to you then?
For instance, when I was producing a show when Gary was out with Jackson.
Yeah.
You were on a riff, and Gorilla wanted to bring in his ideas for Jessica Hahn.
Right.
But you already had the idea you wanted about her rolling the booger in the nose. She says, John, can I bring this in? I said, no, he's already on the subject.
Right.
So I come in here to see something about Jessica, and what does he do?
He comes running
in and gives it on Jackie. You look up like, what's this?
Yeah, he distracts me.
Yeah, and
I get nervous. I see pieces of paper. I mean, what is he doing?
Because
he won't listen to you.
No. And then.
Well, see, in that instance, he's got to listen to John.
Absolutely, but
because John is smarter than Gorilla.
Constantly says to I don't know how John handles it, but he turns everybody off. Is what happens.
Yeah.
And what he usually says is, "Look, you know nothing. At one time, it was me and Gary. We ran this office by ourselves."
But that's my defense. I had no other way to. I really don't know how to say. Like even today, for example, let me explain something that happens today. Gorilla sits across from me at Kathy's desk.
Right.
And he does the news. Right.
Right. So he works on Robin's news. Yes.
So Spazzle's here. Right. Does
right.
nothing. He's sitting next to Gorilla. Gorilla's sitting by the phone that rings. So if a number of calls comes through, Gorilla's got to answer because I can't answer all of them. Right. So now, why should he be answering the phones when he can do the news at another desk? There's 5 desks in the building.
Right.
He can go do the news like every other Robin's
intern. He doesn't need to sit there.
Every other intern has done the news in Robin's office.
Right.
So now he's got to sit across from me. So now Basil can't answer the phone. So now Gorilla's got to answer the phone while he's doing the news when we have Basil sitting there twiddling his thumbs.
That makes perfect sense. I understand everything John's saying. Don't stand in front of my camera. I'll kill you. Go ahead. Yeah. I live for that camera, okay? I got a mental problem. Go ahead.
I've sat in that desk for over a year and done that, and all of a sudden now...
But we never had so many interns. Now we have people sitting around twiddling their freaking thumbs.
If he has a good idea,
there's no place to go. Wait a minute.
Go sit in my office.
There's a delay. There's a delay in the office. I hear in our office over here, you hear the direct.
So why don't you go in the Jock Lounge and do the news?
There's no table in there.
How about Robin's office? Why do you need to hear the show direct?
Why not? It's just like...
Why do you think the show's direct?
So you mean you don't want to wait 7 seconds to hear the show? You love the show that much?
Well, no. If you need something, why should I be bothered? Like if you need me to go to the store, if there's something that's needed,
all right,
I'll know where it is. Why should I hear it after the delay goes through? If you need it right away.
We'll call you if he needs it right away. We have 2 people.
But what if you don't know? What if it's something
I think you have to break it to him that he's not that important.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even that I think that I'm important.
Well, there's enough guys. Isn't Richard listening to the show?
Yeah, Richard listens to the whole thing direct. If anything happens, he calls and tells us.
Right.
Any request you make, we hear the second it happens.
I think Gorilla wants to be around. You've gone on record as saying that you feel Gorilla wants to be you.
Yeah, definitely. But I think
I'd like to be like him. He does a good job in the office.
Right.
And he's very efficient with everything he does. So in that respect, yeah, I would.
So you got to hear this one. So last night, for some reason, I was shocked to find out that Gorilla spent the night at John's apartment.
See, really? Outside the office, me and Gorilla hang out and have a great time.
Oh.
Outside the office.
So what happened? You 2 got drunk last night.
Yeah.
And
what happened?
And John. Now this is the lowest of the low. You're gonna freak when you hear this. He taped you being drunk.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, but come on, it was just for fun. It isn't that he said anything harmful to anybody.
Sure he did. He was bad-mouthing games.
I wasn't bad-mouthing. I was kidding around.
No, you weren't kidding around.
Well, I said good things about him.
You didn't. You were so drunk, you didn't even know what you were saying. First of all, you got a drinking problem. I hope you know.
I haven't gotten drunk in a week.
When you get drunk, wait till you hear him.
No, it was so funny. I thought I was doing for the show. He was babbling and just rambling and in a drunken stupor. I said, Howard's got to hear this. So I taped it. But now I'm in trouble for it.
All the interns fight with each other.
He asked me, what about Ganji?
Yeah, because I wanted to get you going. It's
nothing that... I was kidding around. It's not that I wouldn't.
What a pal, huh? So how do you hide a tape on him? Where do you...
He had the tape recorder on the floor.
In my room, and I just popped it on.
And you didn't know it was on?
I didn't know it was on, but it's not. It's not anything that I
what were you
thought about.
screaming about? Let me listen to what you said about.
I was kidding. I was kidding around.
Let's see if you were kidding. Let's see. Let me hear this.
What's that? I said I ain't Ganji. What is his problem, Ganji? I think it's whatever they've been saying, man. That dude, his whole life, parents are like, don't worry, Michael, we'll take care of you. So he's like real, he's spread out nice and easy. So he used that, he's right as right as fast.
So you're saying it's very hard to understand. The taping is terrible. But
what is that music they're listening to?
I don't know.
Be proud.
It sounded like a NAMBLA meeting. What are you saying? What is he saying? I can't. Did you understand any of that?
Yes, I did.
I said that. He goes, "What do you think?" I said, "You know, you guys always say your dad took care of you. You know, you had it easy." So that's what I said.
So the rap on Ganji is that he's lazy because his dad takes care of him.
And he's raised like veal. And that's why he's fat. That's what he said.
Should I play on here?
Yeah, he just goes off on Ganji. I thought it was funny.
I was just.
This is happening? Yeah. He never had muscle a day in his life, that kid. I remember telling you. That's why he's fat. He never did his parents told you to feed him. It was from 1 year to the next. That's because he stopped playing football. That was the only thing that kept him skinny for a while. He had to lose the weight. He wasn't even in regular football. There's some doofus league.
Yeah, Ganji's always going on how he played football, but he played football with his friends.
Cool, yeah.
Ganji, what is that football you played?
Johnny Mac.
Yeah, what is that?
It was Pop Warner.
What's Pop Warner?
It's a city league.
It's for
City League.
City league.
It's for guys who can't make it into a high school team.
No,
Like they have to take you because you get paid.
Because you pay them.
Let's move the mic over, you guys. Can't you see there's a camera there?
Gorilla's bumping me out of the way.
Stupid. God.
Yeah, none of you really should be goofing on each other.
So what is it, Gorilla? You were making fun of Ganji because he never had to work a day in his life?
No, it's not that he never worked, but that's what I was kidding around about.
Wow.
Yes.
Right.
Wait, what about did you take any of the good stuff that I said?
About Ganji?
Yeah.
There wasn't any good stuff.
Yeah, there was. Once I said he deserved the job that he has right now, and that I think he's doing a pretty good job.
What, holding up a camera?
Well, but I said he deserved it. He tried to get me to say, "Do you think you could do Ganji's job?" I said, I said Ganji deserved his job.
Ganji's
No,
a human tripod.
I mean, the quality of the tape is really bad, but I think what you said is that Ganji, Joe goes, "What do you think of Ganji working for E?" And I go, "He sits in the back doing nothing. He's probably hanging himself."
No, I said that when he was back there on the computer. He used to sit back and do nothing. I said I felt bad for him when he was back there.
All right, very good. What kind of football did you play, Ganji?
It was Pop Warner.
What is that?
City Conference League.
Were you shirts or skins? What is that?
I was fat, so I was never skins.
I see. Did you wear a helmet and stuff?
Yes, absolutely. Full contact, full pads.
But they say he paid to play.
Did you pay to play?
No.
What?
Wait.
No, I don't remember.
What do you mean you have to pay to play in that league?
You know what? I really don't remember. No, I seriously, I don't remember.
Because he told me he was playing football today. He's a pretty tough
You
guy.
had to pay. It's not a school. You definitely paid. There's no doubt about it.
So what do? You tape Gorilla and he gets drunk and he makes fun of Ganji?
Well, look, he was so drunk and he was babbling that I just thought it would be funny because he was just like, he's nonstop. I was laughing. He's like doing like a monologue.
All right. Well, this is what goes on back there.
Yeah,
I like this.
I like to know that my friends are badmouthing me behind my back.
Well, now you know it. There's evidence. You said you're fat and a veal. What do you mean you didn't badmouth him? Sure you did.
I don't think. I was just, for one, I like him. He's a friend, and I didn't say anything bad about his person, but I just said that he had. I said that he had it. You know, he had it pretty
in college.
easy.
He's in college.
I didn't say
I'm also
bad about
nervous.
his person.
Gorilla's in college and he can't even get out a sentence. It's
Like this is the easiest room to talk in.
Oh, come on. I've heard you talk outside this room. It isn't much different.
That's a little better.
What's it tape?
Poor America.
We're going to leave it in their hands.
It's very sad. All right, very good, boys. Go back there and see who's going to answer the phone at what desk. Very nice.
Continue the infighting.
Yeah, continue the infighting. We're going to be back right after these words with more